it is there, but practically we do it? The answer might be yes. To what extent? But again, I think the role of media in education should be more significant than it is today, because of one main reason. Media tend to influence society in a very significant way, more than educators can influence society. I'll give you an example. Now, how many people do you think read research articles that are written by academics? If, for instance, lecturers at the University of Rwanda do a research about education and they write academic articles, how many people read the academic articles? Even our students do not read what we write. Yeah. But guess what? They listen to all radio stations in Rwanda. They read all internet sources that are talking about what is happening in Rwanda. So I think if you journalists feel that you are part of this drive and then you do it, I think you'll be doing a better job than we cannot do. If you write something and you market it, then we will be able to reach the population, because we are supposed to write for the people, but they are not reading it, and maybe the kind of language that we write is not accessible for them, but we can make it more accessible. So it's important that journalists also feel that they are part of education and they do it as they should. I'm not blaming you that you're not doing what you are supposed to do, but I think the education institutions also seem not to give the role or the platform to journalists to get involved in this drive. But what is education? What is education? So that we move together with the same understanding. What is education? How do we define education? You are all educated. So how do you define yourself?
We can find so many various definitions of education, but to educate simply means to provide some knowledge to a person in order to make him or her grow up with something new. Then that is why you say education is or learning is a long life process.
Okay. Thank you very much. It's a process of transmitting and receiving knowledge or instruction. The objective of education is to be able to help the individuals to reach their full potential. If somebody is likely to be a good footballer, we need to educate them in such a way that they can reach their full potential. They can use their full potential. Second, it's for the advancement of the individual. It's also for the advancement of the society. Because if individuals advance, then the society will also advance. But again, in relation to that, there's another concept associated with that we talk about quality education. So education can be different depending on who is providing it, where and how. But the objective of education or education institutions is to provide quality education. Are we together? So what is quality education? It has been talked about recently so much that everybody was talking about it in many ways. So what do we mean by quality education? What is quality education? When do we say that somebody is receiving quality education? What do we consider when we place our children and our young brothers and sisters into schools? How do we choose schools? I think this is one of the factors that we look at when we choose schools. So what is quality education?
We normally consider the background for the academic performance, but really we should not consider those results, because after results we may find that one is not able to produce or to do what is expected to.
Expectations.
Yeah.
So we expect somebody who has completed primary school to do this. So education that allows that person to do what is expected of them is what we call quality education. So we measure quality, the quality of education in terms of purpose. Actually, some people say that quality education is education that is fit for purpose. So we want to produce an engineer who will be able to go and build roads that are going to last for a long time. So if we produce the engineer, and the engineer goes to build the road, and then the road is destroyed, is all in like this other advertisement. So can we say that we have produced engineers? No. So that means, okay, this person is qualified because he has got qualification. But the kind of quality, the kind of education that they have received is not quality education. So now the challenge or the question that I'm putting out there for you is our education fit for purpose?